Good morning, students. Good morning, students. Today's thought: knowledge will give you the power, but character will give you respect. So, in physical and chemical equilibrium, we are going to learn the last topic, want half equation. So, what is want half equation? Want half equation give the quantitative temperature dependence of equilibrium constant. Already we studied what is equilibrium constant in terms of concentration and equilibrium constant in terms of pressure. Okay. Then here in this want half equation, this is the equilibrium constant in terms of temperature. Okay, so this gives the relation between delta G, that is called to be Gibbs free energy, standard free energy change, and equilibrium constant K. So this is the relation between the want half equation, give the relation between delta G and K. Delta G0 is standard free energy and K is the equilibrium constant. Already we know that this is from thermodynamical term, from already in first volume we are having the last lesson, thermodynamics. Thermodynamics, delta G0 is equal to change in free energy is equal to change in enthalpy. Delta H is called to be enthalpy minus T into delta S. Delta S is called to be entropy, ENTROPY. Okay, so enthalpy and entropy, this is free energy. So substituting delta G0 in the second equation. So what will be the equation? Instead of delta G, you have to substitute minus RT ln K. Okay, so minus RT ln K is equal to delta H0 minus T into delta S. Rearranging this, just we are taking this ln K on left hand side, take this RT on other side, means minus delta H divided by RT plus delta S, the T into delta S by RT. So T cancel, means delta S0 divided by R. 0, this 0 represents entropy is in standard condition. Delta H0 also represents enthalpy is in standard condition. Okay. Then the third equation, differentiating the third equation with respect to temperature. So all of you know to differentiate here. So differentiation is with respect to temperature. So we can write it as d ln K by dt. How we get this d ln K by dt? This is the equation. Differentiating this means we can get d ln K by dt is equal to delta H0 divided by RT square. Okay, so by differentiating this we can get d of ln K divided by dt is equal to delta H0 divided by RT. This is will be neglected. Okay, so from fourth equation is known as, this is the fourth equation, this is known to be or called to be differential form of want half equation. The next step on integrating the equation 4. Next step, we have to integrate the equation with respect to temperature T1 to T2 and equilibrium constants K1 and K2. Okay, so integrating K1 to K2, d ln K, just you are keeping this d ln K here, dt to other side. So this is constant on right hand side. To take this constant out, delta H0 divided by R, integral of T1 to T2 dt by T square. Just you are taking R out, means dt by T square. So integrating this, you can get ln K. Integration of d ln K is ln K. This is L only, okay, not I. This is Ln, ln K. Ln K from limits K1 to K2 is equal to delta H0 by R into minus of 1 by T, T1 to T2. Okay, then substituting the upper and lower limits. So ln K2 minus of ln K1 is equal to delta H0 by R into minus of 1 by T1 plus minus into minus plus, okay, plus 1 by T1. So we have to rearrange this in the division form. So log K2 by ln K2 by K1 is equal to delta H0 by R into, by taking LCM for this, and you have to change this negative sign, just you take this term here and this term there. So T2 minus T1 divided by T1 T2 Then how can you change this ln to log? It is a new term for you, ln. Before in maths you studied log, only log values. Here only in chemistry only are studying ln, integration of d ln k. D ln k means ln k. Okay, so differentiation of this d ln k by this is the new term in this equation. Okay, so this ln can be converted into log by multiply by 2.303. So we are getting the equation by multiplying 2.303, ln can be converted to log. So log of k2 by k1 is equal to delta h0 by 2.303 r into t2 minus t1 divided by t1 t2. This is the Van 't Hoff equation in terms of integrated form of Van 't Hoff equation. This is the differential form of Van 't Hoff equation. The last equation, fifth equation, is the integrated form of Van 't Hoff equation. The next is a problem for an equilibrium reaction Kp, value is given at 25 degree, delta H is also given, calculate Kp at 37. So for 25 degree Celsius Kp is given, for 35 degree Celsius you have to calculate the Kp. Okay, so what is T1? 25 degrees, so 25 plus 273, you make it into Kelvin scale. Then T2, what is asked? 37 degrees, so 273 plus 37, 310 Kelvin. Then delta H value is given, just you convert this kilojoules to joule, means multiply by 1000, so 32,400. So our value with respect to kilojoules per mole 8.314. Then Kp1 is also given 0.020260. Kp2 you have to calculate. Okay, so you already know this equation, Van 't Hoff equation, log k2 by k1 is equal to delta h0 by 2.303 r into t2 minus t1 divided by t1 t2. Substitute the values, log k2 by k1 is equal to delta h0 is given in terms of joules per mole, 32,400. Then you subtract this 2, means you can get 12. 310 minus 290 divided by 2.303 into 8.314 into 310 into 290. So simplify all the terms here, means you can get 0.2198. So k2 minus k1 k2 divided by k1 is equal to, this is log of this value. Okay, so just you remove this log from this equation, means take this log to other side. So log other side anti-log. Okay, anti-log of 0.2198 is equal to 1.6588. This is given in log book, anti-log. So k2 is equal to, what is k2 value is equal to anti-log of this value. This value must be 1.6588 into anti-log of this value, so 1.6588. Okay, so k2 is equal to, just cross multiply 1.6588 into 0.26. Okay, then kp1 value is 0.026. multiply this 2, means you can get the kp value, kp2 value, k2 value, that is 0.0431. Okay, so this is the way to use the Van 't Hoff equation to calculate the Kp at 37 degrees Celsius.